for a reason. I know God knows that I am as well. And I just want to say, first off, before we dive in, how much I appreciate your time. The fact that you took a little bit of your weekend here, a little bit of your day to say, you know what, I'm going to invest to learn a little bit more about what's going on here. Learn, what's RJ's big move. You guys have been hearing the rumbling, hearing some chatter. I'm sure the rumors have been flying and been emailing out to you guys. And for those who were maybe trying to get onto a webinar a couple days ago, I got to say I'm so sorry about Tuesday night. I know that 500-600 of you were able to watch the replay. But we have an incredible presentation for you guys here tonight. You're going to learn a little bit more about why we left, where we're going, why it's so freaking good, and also we're going to be diving into how you could partner with us and really be a part of the movement that we call Team Heart. For those guys who are just jumping on the webinar, if you've never been on a GoToWebinar, there is a question and answer segment. If you go over to the little panel, there's a question and answer box where you can actually send us, the moderators, the panelists, a question. We can answer them for you. But right now, I see people jumping on the line from all over the U.S., Canada, even Asia, jumping on the line. If you guys are on the call right now, I would love for you to send me a little chat, a little message, and tell me where you're calling in from. What city, what state, what country are you calling in from? I would love to know because I see people logging in from all over the world, and this is going to be a packed out line for sure. So as you guys are sharing a little bit more about that and sending me your messages of where you're from into the little GoToWebinar, my name is Rachel Jackson. I am your host for today. I am joined by two millionaire mommies. These California women, they are the epitome of energy, of love, of light, and of laughter. And leadership, and you're going to hear about their stories, how they've been able to make millions of dollars in the industry while raising their children, having a ton of fun, and why I looked up to them so much, and as new mentors as well as individuals that I've partnered with now for the last 5 years. We're starting to get a little messages coming through. We got Florida in the house. We got Jacksonville, Florida. We got two Jacksonville Floridas. Glasgow, Kentucky. Welcome to the line. Woodland Park, Colorado. Austin, Texas. Welcome, guys. Glad that you guys are here. We got Montana on the line. Dallas, Texas is on the line. So glad that you're here. Japan. Hey, Chris. Welcome. Guys, I'm so glad that you are here on the webinar. Let's dive right in. We're a couple minutes after the hour. I want to really value your time today. So, more than anything, I think a lot of you guys probably know me from my previous company. There's many people on the line that do know me from ViSalus, and I have to have a bit of a disclaimer that if you are an active independent promoter, ViSalus independent promoter, a VIP from ViSalus, I need you to do me a favor and please dismiss yourself from the webinar. And I really apologize for this, but it's just the way that it has to be. If you are active in ViSalus, I ask for you guys to please dismiss yourself from the webinar. I cannot talk to you. Thank you. I love you. Appreciate you being a part of our community. But this presentation is not for you. And moving forward, guys, I'll share a little bit briefly my story. Some of you guys have been, in this tribe we've created now for 5, 6, 7, 8 years online. My story and beginnings are very humble. Grew up in a middle-class family, dropped out of college to marry the man of my dreams, a guy, Josh. You can see him. I've actually met him online on an online Christian dating website. And my working background was retail, a little bit of real estate investing, as well as in mortgages and customer service. And when I saw the opportunity to create residual income in network marketing, my first meeting I ever got dragged to is at 21 years old. I fell in love. And I had no idea that you could work once and get paid multiple times over on something. That concept was lost on me. So I dove into network marketing at 21, and I was an amazing, incredible, epic failure. Yes, failure when I got started. My first month in business, I signed up 0 customers, 0 distributors, had 0 team. But I learned very quickly, and I really dove in to become an expert in network marketing, an expert at people, and really I made it my mission to become a student of what this industry had to offer. And after a couple of years of failing forward and getting good mentorship, I finally started seeing a little bit of success, making a couple $1,000s a month. In fact, in the top right-hand corner, you can see with the red background and the pull-up sweater, zip-up hoodie. That was my first time ever on stage talking in front of like 500 people. And if you're wondering what that look is on my face, that is sheer terror. I remember being so afraid, let alone to talk on a call to you guys of hundreds of people or to even stand in front of a group of 5 or 10. Absolutely terrified, but you put yourself in uncomfortable situations, you get better, you improve. And over the course of 4.5 years in my first company, we made a little bit of money. I call it my not-for-profit business because my first MLM was really a learning curve, and I made about as much money as we put into it, but I learned entrepreneurship. And I want to really encourage you guys, if you've been in this style of marketing before, if you've been in direct sales and maybe it didn't go your way, or maybe you've been in a couple companies and you just couldn't get it off the ground, or you just didn't feel passionate about it, or maybe you tried and maybe you toiled and maybe you struggled and it just seems like you just could never really hit your groove, I want to encourage you that your past does not have to dictate your future, and that often it's about finding the right fit for you. In fact, one of my mentors was in 13 companies, never made a dime before he nailed his last one. He's been with now for over 7 years, and he makes $150,000 a month. And so I'm telling you guys, if you are a student and if you follow your gut and partner with the right people, it can do amazing things. And that's really what happened next. It was about 4.5 years ago. We were searching to get out of the service-based MLM and get into a network marketing company in wellness. And my passion has always been in health and nutrition. My background, by the way, is going to school for nursing. So I've always had an interest in the medical side of things, helping people live longer. And knowing that obesity was a massive, massive issue, I found my home 4.5 years ago in a weight loss company called Vi. And what happened next was amazing. All that education, all that toiling, all that effort that I put in for many, many years finally came to fruition, and our lives dramatically changed. We went from making $2,000 a month in network marketing to over $100,000 a month in a year and a half, and over 4.5 years brought home over $3 million. I mean, guys, unbelievable. You can imagine. I mean, we were just as stunned as many of you guys looking at this to go from, foreclosed upon, bankrupt, network marketing newbies to being able to create millions. But in that process, guys, we learned how exactly to build a team, how to go out and master customer acquisition, how to raise up leaders, how to launch markets. It's been one of the greatest learning curves in business, and I'm so grateful for the past 4.5 years. We've done over $100 million in sales just in our team. And guys, to give you perspective, $50 million of that was paid out in commissions to our team, mostly to a couple thousand really deserving families that were living paycheck to paycheck before they partnered with us. But I'll tell you that, this industry is what I fell in love with. So even though things changed for us, even though we had to go in a different direction because they were no longer aligning with our beliefs or with our values, we wanted to create a community that was based in love and acceptance, and we wanted to create truly an educational platform with a company that was sustainable, that was long-lasting. We knew that ultimately we are so grateful, and I want to share with you what this industry can do. 4.5 years ago, I couldn't even afford a passport, and I just want to share this not as bragging, not as boasting at all. But even if it's for a glimmer of hope to show with you that you could go from somebody who cannot, barely pay the bills, too much money a month at the end of the money, to being able to design your life. And I'm so in love with this industry, and I'm so passionate with these two women I have here on the line because of the freedom that it's able to give to you, the ability to create autonomy, to do what you want, when you want, with who you want to do it with, where you want to do it. So Josh and I, you'll learn very quickly that we are not about stuff. Yes, we live in a very nice house. It's modest though. Our mortgage is probably less than most people's on the line. And we do have a new car. That's kind of cool. And sure, a new iMac and some new phones. We're really not about things. We're about experiences. So whatever your goals are in this industry to be able to launch this business, I'm going to tell you guys our goal was to travel around the world. And over 20 countries in the last 4.5 years, top left to right, top to bottom. We got Belize, we got Big Ben in London, we got Whistler, Canada, Paris. And guys, just for a moment, can we just take 30 seconds, 10 seconds, and just have a brief moment of silence for those careless and unconceivable lives that were lost in Paris? Let's take a moment in prayer right now. You know, it gets me choked up to think that I live in a country with freedom because of so many individuals that go out and fight for us. And Paris is actually my favorite city in the world. It's been emotional watching the news, and but I know they'll bounce back. We are united with them, and I'm just, it's crazy. So, you know, being in this industry, guys, we have the privilege of being able to go and see many different things. So beyond Paris, we have to the top right, the Netherlands, where we lived for 3 months. We have Hawaii that we lived in or that we traveled to for my birthday 2 years ago. That's in the helicopter right there. And then to the right, gosh, let's go through them real quick. Aruba, Nicaragua, Vancouver, Mexico, Belgium. That's the best smelling city in the world, by the way. If you've never been to Brussels, Belgium, it smells and just tastes like chocolate and waffles, and oh, it's so great just to walk around it. I've never been in a city that smelled so good. Grand Cayman, St. Lucia, St. Martin, Dusseldorf, Germany, and then also Costa Rica and Bahamas. And this is just a smattering of some of the life experiences we have created because of network marketing. And I'm so grateful for it. Beyond that, guys, this industry has the ability to give you a platform to be able to stand for something that you believe in. And for us, we believe in, Josh and I believe in, giving back to those that are widows, those that are orphans, those that are in need and cannot take care of themselves. In fact, in the top left, you'll see the orphanage that we just built. We completed about 18 months ago. It feeds over 150 kids every single month. And we're in the process right now of building 1,000 homes in Nicaragua, which is one of the most impoverished countries in Central America, providing clean water, shelter, food for families that really need it. We've also been able and hugely involved with the human sex trafficking slave captivity and slavery all over the world. So guys, it's not just about what this industry can do for you. Yes, you deserve to be elevated. It's time, you're probably on this webinar, to become a true player in this industry. But it's because you need to become, success is for you to become the person that your family needs you to become, that your spouse, they deserve you to become this person. They deserve you to achieve all that you can achieve. But guys, why not leave an imprint while you're here on this life? This is our passion. I want you to know that what we're launching right now is the group of some of the most heart-driven mentors we have ever collected. We have over 25 6- and 7-figure income earners that have come together thus far, and our teams collectively have produced $300 million in sales over the last 5 years, over 500 million customers. Put that in perspective, guys, over 500 million customers. And we have a very proven system. I'm sorry, 500,000 customers. I was a little off right there. Over 500,000 customers. We have a proven system to do that. Now, I want to talk to you guys about Team Heart. And then I'm going to bring on a woman that has impacted my life so much. You're going to be so inspired to hear her story and what she's been able to do. This is our heart. This is our mission. This is what we're doing. And I'll share with you where we're going here in a second. But beyond where we're going, you got to know who you're connected with. And Team Heart, where we stand, is to positively touch people's lives with care, love, acceptance, and mentorship. We reestablish hope. People ask me what I do for a life. I'm like, I'm a hope dealer. I'm a hope dealer where it's lost and helping families unlock their true potential financially, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Our goal is to build a global united community over 1 million users of Protandem. You're going to hear about LifeVantage. Yeah, that's the name of the company. They're cutting-edge, scientifically backed products to help people feel better, look better, perform better. but we want to encourage the entrepreneurial spirit, teaching people how to have a business with the LifeVantage opportunity, how to empower the leaders that want to own their own team and how to grow that organization, but also do that while creating a financial transformation. Many people, they get started in this industry, and I think for many people on the line, it's to create more money. And, if you guys are here on the line right now and you want you want to raise your level of income, you want to change your financial situation, raise your hand on the webinar right now. Raise your hand if that is the prime motive for you to get started in this industry and be in network marketing. Is it to increase your income, to get out of debt? Is it to be able to give more? Yeah, I see a lot of hands starting to raise. See, that was what drew me to it as well. And also our vision is to create lasting life experiences. We've been able to take many, many trips with our team, all inclusive. In fact, many of us are working on a Mediterranean cruise, a 7-day Mediterranean cruise that we're going to go on together here in just a couple of months. Our culture is one of HEART, which stands for helpfulness, entrepreneurship, appreciation, recognition, and training. It's about creating a safe place, guys. A safe place where you can come in, that you can build, that you can go out and learn and feel that you're a part of. And our philosophy is that everybody matters in Team Heart, whether you're the newest person or the first person that got started, whether you do 1 customer a month or 1 million a month, whether you're the top producer or you have no experience whatsoever, regardless of race, religion, ethnicity, gender, age, everybody matters and everybody is appreciated. And, one thing that I'll tell you is that a philosophy beyond everyone matters is that everything matters. The little things, making sure the presentation goes well, making sure the meeting is set up properly, making sure that we don't get sick of the basics, making sure that the little things are really the big things. The little things in life and really teaching people how we treat others, how we honor them. That's the philosophy at Team Heart. And that education is the foundation of all personal success. I would not be where I am today if I hadn't firmly set my feet onto a rock of education, of learning how to increase my skill set, my mindset, my leadership. And part of that education has come from great mentors. And the woman I'm going to bring on right now is Tara Wilson. And some of you guys might know Tara. I've heard of her name before. Tara is an absolute millionaire mommy. She's made over $3 million in the industry the past several years, and has produced one of the fastest growing teams in network marketing. She's got a heart of gold. She goes 500 miles per minute. I absolutely love her. Tara, I'm going to pass over to you just to speak to everybody here on the line listening to the recording. For those that are wanting to partner, what are your thoughts? And over to you, Lev.
Well, good morning, everyone. Some of you guys I see across the world. Good afternoon, good evening. Very excited to be here today, especially, with Rachel, because over the last 5 years, I've gotten to know her, and to know her is to absolutely love her and honor her. And so, wherever you are in your life, I just want to speak to you, quickly tell you my story as an entrepreneur. As you can see in the picture, for those of you guys who are on the webinar in the middle, that's my family. My littlest, 6, wasn't even born yet when I was in the industry. The middle child on the right was almost 1, and my son was 6 years old. I was working 40 hours a week in corporate America. My husband's working 40 hours a week, and our life was absolutely crazy. Now, this isn't a rags to riches story. We both have college educations. I went to Berkeley. He went to Indiana University. We both had high-paying 6-figure jobs. We owned a home. We didn't have credit card debt. We had paid-off cars, and we had money investing in our 401ks, college funds. But what we didn't have, which to me is the most important commodity, the most important asset, because it's something you can never get back, no matter how successful you are, is time. And every morning when I dropped Lexi off for daycare and Justin off to school, it just broke my heart, like, to not be able to work in his class, not be able to pick her up early, because I had to go work for somebody else all day, every day. And so it was rush, rush, rush in the morning, very stressful, as those parents know. Where's your shoes? Get your homework, get your backpack, and all day just in the rat race, scooping them up at 5:30, going home, feeding them, homework, bath time, bedtime, collapse on the couch, catch up on bills and, emails. I don't think I was not on social media at that time, maybe watch a few TV shows and back to bed. And we did this 5 days a week, and obviously weekends were used for laundry and dishes and catching up and errands. And it was just like, all day, every day, years and years of just the same thing. And I was introduced to the industry. I was ambushed. Somebody invited me to a birthday party and then brought out a bottle of antioxidant juice. That was a great experience. Made almost $500,000 in 2 years. Learned, but I didn't start out great. I actually failed miserably for about 3 months. I bought $500 in product when I first started because I thought I actually ordered 2 of the quantities and didn't mean to. And I thought, okay, well, we'll just use the product. The next month I was, oh, and by the way, I made $40 my entire first month. So if you've ever made $40 in network marketing, in your first 30 days, you beat me. And so there's hope for you. The second month I was advised to invest another $1,500 into my business for a product and samples, and I did that. Made a little bit back from the bonuses that I generated myself. And the third month I got about even, started enrolling a few people, still had no idea what I was doing. So a mentor of mine said, a gal in my upline that wasn't really my mentor yet, she just said, hey, you got to go to this event. So I went to the event by myself, didn't bring anybody with me, was not super excited to go with. And long story short, the things that I saw, the stories, the millionaires, the science, the community, it was actually the most affluent group of people I had ever been around. And I had an image of network marketing before that it was a bunch of, slick, salesy people that were kind of cheesy, they were going to have gold chains around their neck and try to, sell you on something. And it was absolutely the opposite. There was doctors, there was business owners, there were people worth over $100 million and their net worth in that room. So I changed, I grabbed a mentor, I set some goals. I had a clear path of what I wanted to do, and I changed my mindset and said quitting and failing are not options, and ran straight to the top and multi-six-figure income, only to have the economy take that out from underneath me about a year later, from 2008, 2009, and was pregnant with my third child, the little peanut in the middle there, and I had to make a decision because my income had dropped far below to a third of what I was making before I joined the industry. So I did what every rookie network marketer would do, and I went to a startup company. It was a ground floor. We were going to launch it. We were going to be the big, this was going to be the lottery, right? So I went into a startup that never started up, got to a six-figure income but had nobody having success, mismanagement. By the way, both those companies eventually went out of business, and got into a third company where I had and my first company, I actually met a woman who introduced me to the company that we're in now, and you're going to hear from her in a few minutes. But what an amazing woman. She was a millionaire in that company. She was not on my team in my up or down line. She was a mentor that was cross-line to me, just a fabulous woman, and we kept in touch all these years. So, even if you don't think you'll ever make money from somebody or they'll make money from you, it's always good to surround yourself with intelligent people, and you'll hear from her in a minute, but I just wanted to say that because this is all so interconnected, it's crazy. So third company, last 5 years. So I spent the last 5 years in this company, had the honor of not only meeting Rachel and Josh, but working with them. And I'll just tell you all, because you're here because of Rachel and Josh, and Rachel is probably the hardest working person. You always say, gosh, if I could only find somebody like me. Well, I didn't just find somebody like me. I found someone far better than me. She is as focused as I've ever. This woman literally every day just blows my mind. She impresses me with her tenacity and her focus. And at 30 years old, having made millions of dollars in this industry, this is what most people would spend a lifetime. Some people are starting their careers at 30. And maybe by the time they're 65, might make, $2-3 million. She's made it in the last 5 years. So talking about people that you could partner up with, even at 26 years old, when she came to me on my team, this sweet 6-foot beautiful blonde, and said, teach me how to crawl, walk, and run, I knew that she was coachable. She had the desire, she had the work ethic, but she was coachable, and came to me with a high-level personal development. Her and Josh, her husband, have seen Danny Johnson like over 16 times. They've been to Tony Robbins. They read, they listen, they look, they watch, and they learn. And so if you were looking for somebody to mentor, I could not recommend anybody more highly than Rachel Jackson. She is somebody that she's the leader of leaders. She's able to lead people twice her age because of the strengths that she has. She's a teacher. She's not afraid of failure. She's not, you could drop 100 obstacles in this woman's path and she'll find a way around all of them, and she would actually just design a bridge over them. She's goal oriented. She's laser focused. Doesn't let the little petty stuff distract her. She knows where she's going. She goes there, but more importantly, she takes everyone with her. She's proactive. This woman doesn't wait for you to call her. She's going to call and bring the best out of you. She never makes excuses. I mean, you want a leader that has all these things. She never makes excuses. She never says, oh, Tara, I just can't today. She says, let me figure out how. Always focused on the positive. What can I do? Who can I help? How can we make our team better? You know, Rachel and I were blessed to be inspired by some people that have spent over 30 years in the industry who, you know, really gave us the idea for Team Heart. But Rachel took it upon herself to create the most gorgeous website and really, you know, be the co-founder that really took this project on. And I am so blessed and honored to be her partner, her friend. She is also one of my mentors. So we're very excited. You guys just saw our vision, our culture, our mission with Team Heart. And I know that we're going to have an extraordinary journey together in LifeVantage, like you heard, and I can't wait for you to hear all about it and why her and I don't mean to say this, you know, to brag, but her and I have created over $100 million in revenue on our team, $160 million over the last 5 years. We could have walked into any company and had a very handsome payout to join their company, but we decided to partner with LifeVantage. We refused deals. We didn't get placement. We walked in there humble with no ego, like we're the badasses. We're going to do this, and you better give us this. We walked in, and we were so impressed with what we saw, with the people we were going to partner with. You know, Carrie and Stu in the field, and Darren and Justin. You're going to hear about these people in the corporate. We were so impressed with the vision, the products, the company, that we said this will be our home, and we will create a team. Team Heart, this is where we're going. So I'm very excited for you guys to hear truly some of the details and a little bit more, and to meet my sponsor, one of my greatest mentors, Carrie, in a few minutes. And I just want to say thank you guys all for investing a few minutes with us this morning. Hope you see what we do, and I look forward to working with all of you. Back to you, Rachel.
Thank you so much, Tara. I'm blushing. My grin is from ear to ear. It's always weird and humbling and kind of butterflies to hear somebody talk about you like that. But it's been such a fun ride, and I know what we're about to do is so much bigger. Guys, I want you to hear this. If you're taking notes, I want you to understand that this is not about a lateral move for us. We didn't come and decide to leave a team that we had built up to tens of thousands of people and hundreds of thousands of customers. We didn't leave to make a lateral move. That would be unnecessary. That would be crazy. Why would we do that? We made the move to play bigger than we ever have before, to be able to serve more than we ever have before. And I'll tell you on this webinar, and I'm making a declaration, I will raise up 25 six-figure income earners with Tara and Carrie's help over the next 12 months. I'm looking for 25 people that want to get to $10,000 a month or more. And I already have a few. You know, we already have a nice team that has burned over 600 members that have joined over the last 30, 35 days. But I'm specifically looking for the 25 people. And I know that we're going to do this because when I launched Vice Dallas, we put that same intention. I said 20 in 12 months, and we had 22. Well, I'm going to put it up a little bit. I say 25 in the next 12 months, and I know we're going to blow that out of the park. So is one of those 25, is it going to be you? I want to talk to you guys a little bit about LifeVantage. You're going to learn today for the next 20 minutes or so the timing, the leadership, the products, a very unique third-party validated tool, as well as the stability and retention that attracted us. Now, LifeVantage itself and ProTandem, the core product, has actually been around for over 10 years. You're going to hear about that from Carrie here in a second, but I want to share with you where the company timing is right now and why Tara and I made this upgraded move. In 2009, they took this company from on the GNC shelf, Rite Aid, CVS pharmacies, on the shelf selling a vitamin, to a network marketing model. And you'll hear a little bit about why that occurred, but I want to share with you over the last several years, this company's had really predictable, consistent growth from 11 million up to 126 million in 2 years, and for the last 2 years have been really stable at about 200 million. And I believe that because of a few changes, and you're going to hear, I want you to keep a list, a little bit of a notepad. I'm going to share these specific changes that I believe is poised to take this company to 300, 400, 500, maybe even upwards of 800 to $1 billion a year in sales. There's very specific things. One of the greatest reasons that I believe it's poised for this is leadership, both field leadership and a new introduction of a hot new team. I don't know if you've heard of them, but there's a great new team joining LifeVantage. And then also a corporate team. Everything rises and falls on leadership. You want a great church? It's the leadership. You want a great volunteer organization? It's the leadership. You want a successful business or a winning team? It is the leader. It's the coach. And at the corporate helm, the helm of the ship, the reason that I was so sold on LifeVantage was these two men, Justin Rose and Darren Jensen, both with over 50 years combined experience coming from multi-billion-dollar companies like Shackley, Nu Skin, Amway. Darren just came from a little-known company called Jeunesse. Not sure if you've heard of it. A company that went under his control from $1.5 million a month to $120 million a month. Their expertise on building a company, making strategic shifts, and launching products and countries and technology and compensation structures to drive the company in the field forward under an environment that is fun, that is edifying, that is affirming, that is excited. These two guys are highest integrity. I believe in them, and they were a big reason that I knew that this company was going to go and have that next wave. Now, I want to share a little bit about the international potential. Right now, we're in a couple marketplaces. U.S. primarily, Japan actually number 2, then Canada, Mexico, Thailand, Australia, Philippines, and Hong Kong, and Puerto Rico. And coming in 2016, we're going to be opening into Europe. We're going to start with pre-launching, actually in January pre-launch, launch in February for the UK and Netherlands. So who do you know across the pond? Now, to dive into the products, I wanted to bring on this woman that Tara and I keep talking about, Carrie Dickey. She's a master Pro 10, top 10 income earner, over $100,000 a month. And I say that, guys, in a way that all results vary, right? You know, no income is guaranteed, blah, 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 income disclosure statement. But this woman, leading by example, she works her butt off. She absolutely loves her people, and she's so, so fun to hang around with. I've only known her for a couple of months now, but she's inspired me to be better. And I can't wait, Carrie, to have you here on the line to share your story, how you got started with LifeVantage 5.5 years ago, and a little bit more about the products, because, girl, you love the science, and I know that everybody here on the line is going to be blown away when they hear about the technology and scientific breakthroughs that LifeVantage really has in store for us. So, Carrie, over to you.
Oh, thank you so much, Rachel. I sure hope everybody's on this and it's being recorded, because Tara Wilson was on fire this morning. Oh my gosh, and so are you, girl. You guys inspire me, and I have to say that there is nothing more attractive than women lifting other women. I just cannot believe how centered and humble and passionate and convicted and confident you are, all in the same package, and smashingly gorgeous. So I'm honored. I was looking down at your pictures just going, lucky me. So thank you for saying yes. And I can vouch, they came to this company with no demands, you know, just wanting to find a home for their people. That was what impressed me so much. It impressed me so much that they were putting some of their own, I really witnessed it firsthand. I know that Tara really had to put some of her own thoughts aside in hopes to do something better for the whole, and it really, really impressed me. So their humility and passion and conviction and work ethic is something that is stellar, and I'm very, very grateful. So thank you for allowing me to share this morning. I've been in the industry since 1993. I started with Nu Skin, an amazing multi-billion-dollar company, and unfortunately, I was a little late to the barbecue, but it was so exciting to me, the thought of passive residual income and no boss. And I like you, sat in those first rows of people, and I thought, oh my gosh, I can't even imagine what if one day I could make $20,000 a month. I just thought that would be the ultimate. That would be total freedom. I could actually raise my kids, and I could actually have a life. And I've been with a few companies. You know, sometimes people say, why would you be with a few companies? And I say to them, you know, people are with a few companies in real estate. They're with a few companies in mortgage. My husband was in the car business as an engineer, and he was with a few companies over in Europe and a few companies over here in the U.S. You know, it's just smart business to learn what you need to learn and move to the next one. Now, I want to say, in saying that, I don't ever want to move again. I am absolutely delighted. I'm on 5.5 years here with LifeVantage. Never seen anything like what we have. And I want all of you on the line to know that I firmly believe that LifeVantage can be your final. I believe we're going to be a multi-billion-dollar company based on rock solid science. So let me tell you quickly what happened back in 2005. There's an ABC Primetime investigative report, www.abcliveit.com. That is your first stop after this call if you've not seen the ABC Primetime Investigative Report that aired back in 2005. Now, when it aired at the end, it used to say, for more information, go to abcnews.com, and everybody did. They emailed the company. They ordered the product. In fact, $5 million worth of orders came in the days and weeks following the airing of the clip. There was only one teeny tiny problem, and that is that Joe McCord, the scientist you're looking at right there, the godfather of free radical biology and medicine, this guy had no infrastructure. They didn't have a set of people there ready to take your credit cards. They didn't have an infrastructure in place, so they couldn't handle the volume of calls. In fact, the Oprah Winfrey people contacted Joe's office and said, we'd like to feature the doctor and his product. And his only question was, who's Oprah? Never even called her back. Obviously, this guy's been in the lab a long, long time, but doctors and scientists contacted. And they said, you know, we'd like to initiate and fund some studies on this crazy little product called Protandim that reduces oxidative stress in the body by 40% in 30 days in all mammals. So studies were initiated in places like University of Colorado, Denver, Denver Health Medical Center, Universities of Florida, Kentucky, Louisiana State, even places in Wales, Sweden, the Czech Republic, and Mexico City. So today, if you go to www.pubmed.gov, the National Library of Medicine's website, www.pubmed.gov, you will see over 150,000 peer-reviewed studies linking oxidative stress and free radical damage to everything that you don't want. Things like lupus and fibromyalgia, allergies, acne, warts, diabetes, obesity, cancer, heart disease. Now, I'm not here to tell you that Protandim will cure, treat, prevent, or mitigate disease. That is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that you have a perfect body, and so do I. Our bodies want to heal themselves. Unfortunately, they're just under too much toxic attack today. So if there's a product out there, and there is, that can reduce that damage by an average of 40% in 30 days in all mammals, why on earth would people not be interested? Free radical damage is associated with the eyes. I can't believe that 5.5 years ago I was wearing cheaters just to look at my computer, just to read a map, just to read my phone. I have the big print on my phone at 48 years old. I am 54 in January now, and I literally do not wear glasses to do any of that. My skin is better. My heart is better. My joints, I've been doing Bikram yoga for 14 years, and I'm bendier than I have ever been due to this crazy, amazing product, reducing oxidative stress in my body so that it can work better. So that is our primary product. And what I was saying is that, you know, they didn't know how to get this out to the people. It was a teeny tiny little biotech company. So they decided they would put it back online, and that didn't work. And then they put it in retail outlets. As Rachel said, like GNC, CVS, Rite Aid, they sold a half a bottle per store per month for 4 years. Finally, someone suggested we need to go into person-to-person distribution, and that's where we went back in May of 2009, went from $3 million in sales to $214 million in sales, where we've been for the last couple of years because we had a non-network marketing CEO. We had leadership that really did not have a strategic view. I am so excited about who we have today with Justin Rose and Darren Jensen. They saw the unique medical scientific breakthrough that we had here in Protandim, and they said, heck yeah, we don't really care what we're doing because we know where this company's going. So Protandim is made up of 5 plant ingredients. Milk thistle, which is a liver cleanser. And in today's world, where we've got the additives, preservatives, insecticides, fungicides, GMOs, genetically modified organisms, we need to cleanse our liver once a day, right? And then turmeric is that yellow spice used in Indian cooking. And in the East, they've used these herbs for centuries, not just for tens of hundreds. They've used them for thousands and thousands of years. We're a little slow here in the West, but we're getting it. So milk thistle, turmeric. We have U.S. patents on inflammation. Green tea, which boosts metabolism and burns fat. Bacopa, a white flowering plant that increases the production of superoxide dismutase, catalase, and the other one is glutathione. Look up glutathione. Just look at what a deficit of glutathione does in the body. Autistic and Asperger's, ADHD children are all very low in glutathione, and Protandim is proven to increase glutathione by 300%. Ashwagandha is a brain calmer. It's been used for centuries all over the world for many applications. So these 5 plant ingredients in one place at one time in just the right ratio make each ingredient 18 times more effective for an 1,800% increase in efficacy. And that's why we have a patented product. In fact, 6 U.S. patents on composition and on inflammation. After all, how do you patent milk thistle? How do you patent turmeric when you see it and everybody else thinks it's their cabinet, right? Or how do you patent green tea when everybody has it on their countertop? It's the ratio, you guys, that makes this a scientific breakthrough. It's called NRF2 activation. You can look it up, nrf2science.com. And by the way, this little blue bottle is $40 a month plus tax and shipping. Absolutely astounding. When my friend Stu told me about it, I said, all right, buddy, how much? $100? He said, no, Carrie, it's $40. I said, all right, what do I have to do? Take 2-3 pills a day. He said 1 pill a day for 30 days reduces oxidative stress in everyone at every age, even an 80-year-old by 40%. I said, hallelujah. I'm 48. I'm starting to feel some really, telltale signs of aging. I am all in, and I screamed and yelled about it. So we also, now, of course, Protandim protects the blood, bones, and the organs. True Science protects the skin, the largest organ of the body. It keeps the bad stuff out and the good stuff in. We are literally the very first Nerve2 activated skincare line. We beat, Estee Lauder by 2 years. Unbelievable. And I believe ours is way, way better and certainly better priced. So we've got the enhanced Nerve2 technology, sulfate-free, paraben-free, formaldehyde-free, gluten-free, no GMOs, genetically modified organisms, no petroleums or mineral oils, no artificial colors, $160 for the whole regimen, and honestly, some of these products last longer than a month. It is the single best investment on top of Protandim I have ever made in my life. I look different. It's amazing. So I'm so grateful I've been using these products for 5 years. Now, we have something very, very exciting. In Phoenix a month ago or 3 weeks ago, we introduced our True Science Micro Lift Serum. This stuff is unbelievable. Just look at that gal's eyes. It seems to be really, really effective in the bags and kind of gray spots underneath the eyes. Instantly makes the skin appear firmer, smoother, and lifted. And it diminishes crow's feet. You can put them on the sides of your eyes. Literally, it lasts 6 to 8 hours, and it takes 3 minutes. You put it between your 2 fingers and pat it on very gently under the eyes, and it revitalizes the skin around the eyes, which is very difficult to do. Now, I know this is real because my friend Sharice Matthews is right in the middle. That's one of my best friends on the planet. I've known her 25 years. And we were in my bathroom when I did that on her eyes, and we were tripping out. I took pictures with my iPhone. I said, Sharice, look at your eyes. I mean, it was amazing when we could see it with our own eyes and just look at the guy to the right and the woman to the left. What a difference. It's just amazing how it changes your skin. $50 for 60 little packets. And honestly, those packets, I can use those between 2 of us. It's amazing. So K9 Health is our Protandim for dogs. And it's bacon chicken liver flavored wafer, and the dogs absolutely love it. It's got the NERV2 technology, reduces oxidative stress in our furry friends, supports brain, heart, and eye function. I can't tell you, if I could tell you what I've seen in the last 5 years with these products, you would not sleep for a week. I tell you, Protandem helps us sleep, but LifeVantage keeps us up at night, because you guys, we are ahead of an amazing technology that nobody knows about yet. I have a friend who asked her doctor 5.5 years ago, do you know about oxidative stress? He said, yes, I do. And she said, well, why don't I know about oxidative stress? He said, because until we have a solution, we don't tell you there's a problem. That literally made my skin stand on end. We have an answer before most people even know they have a problem. You want to talk about timing? We are early to this game, and so are you. Axio is our guilt-free energy. I've already had one this morning. I creep down every morning and have an Axio before I do anything, because, and the only thing I drink in my life is the occasional chai tea and a ton of water. I'm a health nut. I can't imagine putting a rock star or a monster into my temple. But guess what? People do. And then there are a lot of people like me who just never imagined that they would need an energy drink. But why not? It's brain food with things like L-theanine and DMAE and quercetin, Q-U-E-R, that word in the middle. Just look them up, you guys. Put them on your Google and type in quercetin, and it'll say quercetin in cancer, magnesium in cancer, L-theanine in cancer, DMAE in cancer. Monterey pine bark is another brain food. This stuff is incredible. It makes you so focused and just mentally more, I don't know, it's crazy. It's a very, very good mood enhancer, so I highly recommend it. This is our product offering. Protandem at $40, K9 $25, Micro Lip Serum $50, the skincare line, the entire regimen $160, and $50 for the Axio. So to me, I products have to be, Tara and I were with a company where our product was too expensive. And in 2008, as Tara mentioned, I saw the big flush when people couldn't afford my products. Our products, people can't afford to be without them. And I've got to tell you, I would give up a lot of things, including a gym membership, to have our products. So what's next? Oh my gosh, we have been so fortunate to be able, in fact, I drank it while I was on this call. We've been fortunate to experiment with our Physique, our new weight loss line. And I've got to tell you, that shake, all I put in it is ice and water. And I put a couple little plums in there. It is incredible. It is the most delicious tasting. And I'm noticing that I'm slimming down in the middle, and I have not been very good. So I don't know. I mean, it's got a fat burner. It's got a cleanse. I'm not probably as diligent and disciplined as these two girls, Tara and Rachel, so I'm going to have to go to school on their money. But I got to tell you, I am fired up. Our products are activated by science, inspired by life. We've got repairing, burning, toning going on. December, this thing comes out just in time for everybody's New Year's resolution. So I want to say, I don't think I've ever seen anything except the birth of my children that has been times better than Team Heart joining LifeVantage. Because guess what? Team Heart, or LifeVantage, needed Team Heart big time, and Team Heart needed LifeVantage. So I could not be more grateful. I'll turn myself inside out to help each and every one of you get what you want. And thank you, girls, for always just making me feel so welcome and so accepted and so valued here at Team Heart. So thank you so much, Rachel.
Thank you so much, Carrie. It's so cool was, I think of the last couple of weeks working together, I get little messages from my team members, and they're like, oh, I just got off the phone with Carrie. I'm like, what? Yeah, she called me. I'm like, oh my God, that's so amazing. It's just to have an upline leadership that cares, and of course Stu, who couldn't be on the line today, an amazing multi-six-figure networker that you guys will learn, super great guy that has tons of experience, heart of gold. This team is truly one that is a dream team, guys. Strategically,
hey, and Rachel, real quick, let them know. I mean, beyond that, that's the top of the company. I mean, we are front lines to the company. Kind of a little tiny detail that's pretty exciting.
Little great positioning, absolutely, for every single one of you guys. And we, I think that this was is like serendipity. We needed them as much as they needed us. But this is what I'm very excited about. I will lead with Protandim, but to have a product line that offers a weight loss solution, guys, to give you perspective, worldwide, it's about $700 billion a year spent on weight loss products. Many of you guys know it's the leading cause of death here in America and fast growing all throughout North America, Europe, and all throughout the world. So to have an opportunity to provide an affordable and effective 4-part system, guys, to give you an idea, the shake is soy-free, sucralose-free, all-natural, non-GMO, no gluten, sugar cookie, and that 4-part system has patented ingredients. In fact, I just took the fat burner. There's a patented ingredient in here from France that is one of the most effective metabolism boosters. And just the cleanse, I've been going to the same hairdresser for 2 years, Carrie, and she's, she was there when we left our former company and came, it was like four weeks ago. I was in her chair and she heard all the news and heard me on the phone, and she's like, "Oh my God, this is a big deal. You've been with, this company for a long time." And so I came back to her chair for my little touch up. And she's like, "Well, what's this new product you're going to be offering?" And I was telling her about it, and I also was telling her about the weight loss coming. And she's like, "Oh, I need the cleanse." Guys, we are going to provide great solutions for people that are effective and they are activated by science. And they work, they're gentle, and they, the products that you can drink taste amazing. So I can't wait for you to see it. This will be a huge, huge run for us over the next couple of months. So how to get started? Well, I think that there's probably 2 types of people on this call. The first type of person wants to be a customer. I'm going to share with you guys how to order here in a second, but let's talk a little bit about how to position yourself with Team Heart, mentorship with me, and then also how to make your money back. I want to talk a little bit about the compensation plan with LifeVantage. We have 2 major kits if you want to work directly with myself and with Tara. That is the Vantage Pack for $600 and the Platinum Pack for $1,200. There are some basic promoterships. The FTC, by regulatory, we have some smaller packages, but you get half the commissions, half the Smart Start bonuses, those Fast Start commissions. So we're not going to discuss those, but if you guys cannot do the $600 or $1,200, there are other options, and we can place you into our team to get mentorship there. But to get paid and maximize the pay schedule, there's 8 different ways. I want to go through them very quickly. Feel free to take pictures of the slides, and this is also available on the website. Let's talk about Smart Start bonuses. This could also be called a Fast Start bonus or an immediate pay bonus. This is for when you enroll somebody on a Freedom, a Vantage, or a Platinum pack. Now, when you enroll somebody on a Freedom pack, as a Vantage or Platinum distributor, you're going to make the full commission of $125. That's your Smart Start bonus. Sign up another Vantage pack, that's going to be $250 as a Smart Start bonus. And signing up a Platinum pack, you're going to make $500. So you guys get started as a $600 or $1,200 kit. You're going to be making about a 40% Smart Start bonus, which is incredible. So how does that look in making your money back? Well, let's just say you get started as a Vantage pack, $600 one-time investment. And guys, let's be real. We're talking about the cost of an iPhone to start what could be a multi-million-dollar business. It's pretty incredible. But you go out and you enroll 3 Vantage packs. Your first, do this at all in maybe your first month. You're not only going to get your $250 each, your Smart Start bonus on each Vantage pack, but you're also going to get a dip in the Smart Start pool, which is going to be about $800 inside of your first 30 days. It's pretty cool. If you got started as by the way, the Infinite Smart Start bonus, not only do you get paid when you enroll Platinum and Vantage packs, but when your team enrolls. So when you personally enroll somebody, let's say this little red guy right here, you're a Platinum pack, you make $500. Every time that they enroll Platinum pack, you're going to get a $50 Infinite Smart Start bonus. It's just a little roll-up commission to help your team succeed and to drive duplication. You also make money on customer commissions, 30% off of initial orders and 2 to 9% off of reoccurring and auto ship orders. That's your royalty commissions. That's your residual. That's the long-term effort. Now, I'll share with you guys one thing that really sold me on LifeVantage was the stability. I had been in many companies, some companies that were, I'd seen very, very high retention and some that I didn't. And I did not want to go into a model where I have to rebuild it every 60 to 90 days because customers were falling off. And the 82% retention rate at LifeVantage is really what blew my mind. Write that down, 82%. 82% of all customers in LifeVantage's history will place an order at least once every 90 days. Now, there's also a Smart Start bonus pool. Anytime that you enroll $1,200 in new volume in a month, in a calendar month, they take 5% of all the new enrollment volume, and you get a dip in the pool. Every $1,200 that you do, you get another dip in that pool. So that could be an extra $50, $100, $200 a month for you just for enrolling $1,200 in new volume. That can be promoters, that can be customers, it can be a mixture of the two. Just do $1,200 in new enrollments, and you get a dip in the Smart Start bonus pool. Now, there's also an elite platinum pool. This platinum pool is for those that are really launching their business. You go out and you enroll $5,000 in new volume in a month, and you're going to get participation in the Platinum Kit volume pool. So they take 5% of all the Platinum Kit volume that is done in the company, whether it's done in Japan, whether it's done in Australia, whether it's done in Canada, whether it's done in Kentucky. You can participate in the revenue that's done with all Platinum Kit volume just by enrolling $5,000 in new volume. And you got to make sure you're a Vantage or a Platinum Pack to qualify. Now, I want to make sure that you guys see this as an example. Let's say that you sign up and you enroll 5 Platinum Pack promoters frontline. That would get you a dip in the Platinum pool. I did that multiple times last month. And the average share, I think, was about $775 on top of my commission. So what a cool pool check. Now, there's another example. Example 2 was enrolling, let's say, 3 Vantage Packs, 3 Platinums, and then doing a couple of personal customers. That would put you over that $5,000 edge. You would get a dip in the Platinum pool. There's also 3 larger back-end ways to get paid. This is that long-term income as you build a mature team. Number 1 is the royalty commission. This is as you build a team of distributors, help them go out and get customers. You're going to earn 2 to 9% off of every single sale that comes into their business. And you guys can see, you've probably seen these charts before, exponential income potential. I think J. Paul Getty said it best, I'd rather have 1% of the efforts of 100 people than 100% of my own efforts. This is about building the team, driving depth, and helping them create wins and victories, and you get a percentage. This is that beach money, that walk away money, that go on vacation, still get paid money. The second way is the generational matching bonus. This excites me. If you guys have ever heard of a check match bonus, this is really cool. Every time you enroll a new Vantage Pack or a new Platinum Pack, a new distributor, you're going to earn 10% off of their royalty commissions for life. So this check over here, whatever the check is that they're earning every single month, whether it's $20 or $20,000, you're going to earn 10% off of that check per month, every month. But on top of that, you're going to earn 5% off of the royalty commissions off of everyone they enroll. And then 5% off of everyone they enroll. And then 5% off of everyone they enroll, and then they enroll. So we're talking about a 5-generation, 30% check match bonus. I mean, when I saw this, I was like, Carrie, they must be wrong. These numbers must be off. This does not make sense at all. But then I realized, oh my God, this is really, truly one of the sickest and deepest comp plans to drive depth. And also, it's a way to feel rewarded to go down and work in depth, to say, you know, beyond just the goodness of my heart, I'm going to be rewarded for going and traveling to your city, or going and helping you with this call, or helping you enroll new people, because the more that you drive depth, the more that you're going to get paid. How cool is that? Now, lastly is the elite pool. And this is when you're talking about a 6 or 7 figure a year income at Pro 7 or above. Pro 7s make about 10 grand a month. Pro 10s make about 90 grand a month and higher. So we're talking about your real full-timers, right? This might be a year or 2 down the road, but it's really interesting. Some companies claim to give you shares or equity in the business, right? And what they're really talking about is a bonus pool. It's a bonus pool, and it's legitimate. And the bonus pool, what it is off of revenue. So what LifeVantage does is it takes 4% off of the revenue in the company, and it puts it into an elite pool shared by the Pro 7s, 8, 9s, and 10s. And the higher that you go, the less of the shares you have to share, right? So you actually get more percentages. So at the Pro 7 pool, being a Pro 7, maybe it's like $1,300 a month. You know, Pro 8 might be about $5,000 a month. Pro 10, Pro 9 pool might be like $8,000 a month. And the pretend pools, because there's only like 16 people in there, it's significant. It's like 30 grand a month. And these, vary every month depending on the revenue. But it's pretty awesome that you could be adding an extra $20,000 to even $300,000, $400,000 a year just by going and getting into those elite ranks. Now, one of the things that really sold me was I had seen many car programs in the past. And the car programs are really interesting because when they told me they had a Jeep program, I kind of laughed. I was like, well, that's kind of cool. I never thought to have a Jeep before. So how does it work? I said, Carrie, do you have to, do they give you the Jeep and then they take it back if you don't get the sales? She's like, no, they just give you the Jeep. I'm like, so they give you like a payment for the Jeep and you go buy the Jeep and then you get the Jeep payment as long as you're qualified? They're like, no, you get the Jeep. So how it works, guys, hit Pro 7 and maintain it for 3 consecutive months, and you earn the My Venture Awards program. Now, there's a lot of different prizes to choose from. $25,000 in cash. You can choose a shopping spree. You can choose a dream vacation. But one of the most popular ones is the free Jeep. I'm talking about car, title, keys, in hand. How many guys, raise your hand on the webinar if you wouldn't mind a free Jeep by LifeVantage and given to you. Oh, by the way, as you go to Pro 8, 9, and 10, higher in the ranks, you get it tricked out. You get it tricked out with tons of great other cool accoutrements on it. Lastly, guys, this business is a publicly traded company. So they're publicly traded on the NASDAQ, and because of that, they have yearly income disclosures. So you guys can go online right now and Google LifeVantage's most recent income disclosure, and you'll see exactly what the average Pro 1 makes. Average Pro 3 makes $570 a month. Pro 7 makes $10,656 a month. People lie, but numbers don't. Go look at the numbers. And the thing that attracted me so much here was that I saw a vehicle where the middle class was getting paid. Look at this, 14 million, 9 million, 10 million, 11 million, 11 million. The majority of the income is going to the middle and the bottom of the pay plan. That is incredible. I mean, look at some of these ranks right here. Part-timers, Pro 5s making $27,000 a month, $27,000 a year. Pro 6s, this is, guys, it's about $50,000 in group volume. You're making an extra 60 grand plus a year. How amazing is that? Guys, in closing, we have done $300 million in team sales as Team Heart. $500 million has been paid out in commissions. We're going to go do it again. So ultimately, you have to figure out, step one, your next steps moving off of this call is to watch that ABC video. We talked about the primetime live investigative report that aired in 2005. If you haven't watched it, go to abcliveit.com. abcliveit.com. Write this down if you have not watched it. Watch it. It is incredible with John Quintanillas. Step 2, if you've not filled out the application, fill it out. RachelGJackson.com/LifeVantage. It's the application to work with us. If you want to schedule a call, you want to talk about it some more, you have some questions, this is the fastest way to approach me, to get to me, and I'll be heading to you guys first. Step 3, there are action takers on the line. If you want to today, you can go directly to my website to enroll. This is mylifevantage.com/teamheart. mylifevantage.com/teenheart. And this is for those that want to take action now. You're going to want to get started as a $1,200 platinum or $600 Vantage. Now, upon your enrollment, guys, I'm going to be in contact with you over the next 12 hours. I'm going to help you guys get first start positioning. And I want you guys to know if you have additional questions on the enrollment, go to the website or email me, wealthwithrachel@gmail.com. I want to get you guys your questions answered. And, people ask, okay, well, what do I do once I get started? We have a proven system. We have a 40-page business plan called the Blueprint of Prosperity that teaches you a 6-part process showing you exactly how to get started, how to invite people, how to follow up, how to resolve questions, what tools to use, how to set goals. Like, this is a proven blueprint, and we're going to teach you step by step every bit part of the process. We have offline and online presentations, home meetings, hotel, as well as webinars to help you build your business, direct one-on-one mentoring. You'll be working directly with me and Tara and Carrie, as well as a leadership platform, guys, that we want to really kind of position you to grow as a leader. If that's your desire, if you really want to have a team, we want to show you, okay, This is how to crawl, walk, and then run when it comes to leadership, and a private Facebook community as well as a private team website. Well, it's not really private. You can go check it out, teamheart.net. We have the tools for you guys. We have the support. We have the mentorship. And more importantly, we want to lock arms with you. We want to grab your hand where you're at, help you to where you want to go. That is our mission at Team Heart. In closing, there are 3 types of people on this webinar. The first type of person, you want to think about it. You know, you want more information. Whatever that information is, get it. Get the information you need to make a decision. You do your research, do your due diligence, set up a call with me, whatever. Let's figure it out. The second type of person, you want to get on the products as a customer. Guys, go to the link, mylifevantage.com/teamheart. Buy the products. You're going to love them. It's transformed my health personally in the last 8 weeks alone. And number 3, the third type of person wants to share this opportunity and products with others. You want to be a Team Heart member and a LifeVantage distributor. So this is the positioning of our Team Heart members. The first partners I'll be working with, and those taking priority with those who enroll today as a $1,200 Platinum Pack. The second partners will be positioning in our schedule, and in our tree will be those who enroll as a $600 Vantage Pack. We want people who are serious, who are committed, who have skin in the game. And the third, we'll be getting to all those later who fill out the form over the next day or two at racheldjackson.com/LV. And then lastly, we'll be making sure that we'll comb through all the emails at wealthwithrachel@gmail.com because I know you guys have questions. I want to thank you for your time today. I want to thank you for being here. Guys, watch the video, fill out the form, get started. I cannot wait to work with every single one of you guys. 600 people have said yes. It'll be 60,000 before you know it. We've done it before. We're going to do it again. Thank you guys so much. This call is officially a wrap.